Assalamualaikum everyone, welcome back to Pepe Update today. So for the past 9 days I have been thinking about Pepe, and to be very honest with you, it has been a little bit confusing. I was trying to figure out where's the direction gonna be. Let me tell you one thing about trading. Even as boring as you may think it is, especially the time that it's boring, there's a lot of story that is being told. There's a lot of story that is told when the market is boring, ladies and gentlemen. And the story is that price action is printing a story, and you just have to figure out what the price actions are doing. Every single consolidation is responsible to create a pattern. Do you understand that? It's responsible to create a pattern. For example, how does accumulation look? Right? Whenever you have a downtrend, if you want to have an accumulation, in order to complete accumulation, you must move sideways. You must be boring. You must not do anything. You must stay down. And then at some point, if this is 2024 and then this is 2025, and then at some point, right, the crash happened in 2024, and then you see this at 2025, you are gonna win this 1 year accumulation. All you have to do is crack the code. You have to understand what happened, because if you do so, imagine this accumulation starts to pump back up again. You just won yourself like a 10x, 100x, 30x, whatever, right? So never underestimate even the boring time. Never ever underestimate the boring time. So with that being said, after 9 days, I kind of like I've actually cracked the code. Do you like the sound of that? Do you like the sound of that? Okay, so what is the code that has been cracked? 1 week, the weekly time frame. And if we go into the weekly time frame, what do you see, guys? There's a lot to be told. There's a lot of stuff to be told. And to be honest with you, left shoulder, head, right shoulder, that is also true. That's actually very true. But it doesn't mean you're going to go down, right? We have XRP that had a very similar pattern. It actually pumped up, okay? We had XRP with a very, very similar pattern. I don't know if I can show you right now. Let's actually show you XRP as well. Because if you just go and you look at XRP, it actually had pretty much the very same thing when I was looking at XRP some few days ago. So if I do zoom in here on the weekly, you can actually see that XRP had a very similar thing. Left shoulder, head here, right shoulder. But nothing happened, right? It didn't go down. But there is something that is very, very cool. Okay, let's actually just get into it. Let's not waste any more time, because in crypto, I have seen twin pattern over and over and over and over and over again, and again, and it happens, and it just happened one more time. So what is happening here is that the last time that Pepe created that resistance here and the support down there, we saw a nice, good, juicy pump to the upside after escaping from the prison. You have been in the prison for a very, very long time, and then you broke out of it, okay? So another thing that is going to happen is that you have this lower support, right? And then you have this higher resistance coming up, okay? So we can actually combine these two and these two together. So twin pattern, whatever this thing was right over here is just exactly what you're printing right over here. Now the question is this: is history gonna repeat? If this is a twin pattern and they actually play out, the maximum time you're gonna have to wait is 20 of October. So by 20 of October, you can expect a very, very, very big move coming up. All right, very big move coming up. If September doesn't dump down and we continue to consolidate, there's a high chance that if you're going to break by October is a good month. So pump up, right? Pump up. And let's just hope you break by October. So that waiting, that whole boring time, and that's why I told you, just because it's boring doesn't mean there's no story, right? Boring doesn't mean crap, honestly. It is fine. Let it be boring. Let it be whatever you want to be. That is okay. But let's just say you do pump out of it. The last time you did so was a 161% pump to the upside. Now, if you do the same, if you go up, I don't see any difference. That is going to be another maybe 117. If you do 160, it's going to be 3437. Or let's actually just say it will be a good idea to just bet on the previous all-time high, which is actually going to be 27.64. Now this is a twin pattern. It happened before. I don't know if I can actually spot another one, but I think I've talked about some twin pattern for a very, very long time in the past as well. For example, I think, yeah, so we did see one more, and I'm actually going to give you another proof, because there was a time when I made the update that you can see this happened, right? We actually did see this little bit of a pattern happening, and that is exactly where we saw this pattern happening again. Okay, so we had a move down, and then we had a move down, and I remember back in early of the year in January, I was actually talking about the fact that you have a very similar pattern and a very similar pattern right over here, and there was another one which was very, very small, which is probably on the 1 hour, just right over there. So patterns are created a lot of time. You can see there was one more right over here as well. Just zoom out, take a breath, take a deep breath, and try to understand, try to learn. You're gonna actually find a lot of answers. I actually have to give it a lot of time for you guys, and you can see what I'm doing. So all you have to do is maybe just like the video. I'm not charging you anything, it's free of cost. So do enjoy the TA, just enjoy the TA. I don't really give a damn about the money right now. I just want you guys to learn, keep learning. So yes, we have this thing, we have this, sideways movement, breakup, right? Sideways movement. But one thing I'm going to tell you is this: I do not really know. This is where I don't have the power. I don't know if it's a breakup, and I don't know if it's a breakdown. If it's a breakup, amazing, we're going to break up. I don't care about relationship. Let's just break up and go up to 96%. I'm happy being single. Let's just break up. But if you want to break down, I'm also going to be ready for that, probably, because why not? Why not? If you can come to 1327, I can open up a damn short position, so it's not a big deal. Even if you break down, let it be. I'm a trader. Whichever direction is going to be, we're going to take it. Okay, so here's the thing. Right now, if you want to trade, let's just say you enter here, you could actually put a stop maybe down at 872, right? And this is on the daily. This is a very, very like a swing trade. It's going to be a swing trade, and that's why 21% is a very big risk for you to take. Number two is that if you want to open up a long position, if you want to open up short position at the very top of this resistance, maybe at 1360, and then you're looking for a move down to 552, and then the stop loss is probably going to be nearly 1520, which is going to be a 10% risk. And that's it for the video. I'm going to see you in the next one. Love.